I learned this from the reverend at a Unity church that I went to when I was in college. And I've always remembered it and swore to share it and hold it true in my own life and my relationships. When you're mad or sad or over it and you want to separate from your person, stop for a moment and remember the day that you fell in love with them. Remember back to them as the person that you fell in love with. What did they look like? How did they smile at you? How perfectly did your hands fit together? What was your favorite thing about them? How many hours could you talk in endless fascination with one another? Do you remember that time? Get to that place, and then when you go back to talk with them about what's going on for you or bothering you, speak to them like you would the person that you fell in love with however many years ago. They're still that person. They're still there. Maybe they're burned out, they're hurt, they're scared, they're frustrated or overwhelmed, they're sleep deprived, and any other number of things. See them for who they are. Give them a chance. You're their person. That means that you have a responsibility to do things that others don't always take the time to do. I remember one night Maggie and I were talking in bed. She pushed me away, like physically with her toes pushed me away. She'd never done it before, and I was trying so hard to understand her. I don't really like being poked or deliberately pushed away. It feels yucky to me. And her love language is physical touch. And she's the biggest cuddler I know. Playfully, I call her a pro cuddler. So it just didn't add up for me. And in that moment, I could have gotten in my head. I could have gotten mad and pushed her back. I could have grabbed her foot and said not to do it again. I could have done any number of things, but instead, I sat there. She pushed me with her foot again, and I returned to my same position that I was sitting in before she had pushed me. And then she did it again and again and again, and I watched her body language. She would curl up and then push me with her toes and retract. I thought it was an odd posture, so I stopped and I recognized what we were talking about. We were discussing love and intimacy and why we're together. It was early on in our relationship, and I was saying nice things to her and sharing that I hoped our love felt as good to her as it did to me, and that vulnerability scared her. I pieced it together and I said, "Is this what happens when you're scared? Are you trying to push me away so you don't get hurt?" She nodded her head and then she cried. Oftentimes people attack or push or bite when they're scared. We talked for a while longer that night, and she asked me why I reacted the way that I did, and I said, because I've been around long enough to know that when people push us away is usually when they need us the most. Take the time to listen, to understand, to feel what it's like to be your person, and then share your truth, and from that place, move forward. And people say, yeah, but Lacy, it's not just another fight. Like, I think I'm done, we're over. And to that, I'll share this. If it's more than an argument and borders on breaking up, separation, or divorce, do the same thing. Remember back to them as the person that you fell in love with. Remember that time, who they were with you, and from that loving place decide if your partner is still this person, your love. If they are, move toward that place of speaking to them in love and remembering who they are to you. Share how you feel with them in love and seek to understand and listen to them as well. Oftentimes we're all wanting to be seen and heard and to know we matter, but we don't know how to ask for it or how to express it. And sometimes life is hard, and the people closest to us get the brunt of our upset simply because they love us. We're there and they know that we won't leave them, that we're safe. If you find that person you fell in love with isn't the same person, that just simply isn't possible, then speak with them about it from a calming, loving place, as you would have spent endless hours talking about life and dreams and how it felt to be you and everything else that you once did. Speak with love and act with love and move forward in your relationship, however that looks in life, with love. That's the greatest thing that you can do. Sometimes we grow apart, we just do. We find we're better friends than lovers, and that's okay too. Be clear and honest and real. And remember that no matter how much they may have changed, you still fell in love with this person. This person, even if things changed, still was the person that you fell in love with. This person deserves your respect. Like you, they chose to spend their most valuable currency on you, their time. They'll never get that back. Be kind to them, to you, and to your future together, or otherwise. The next time you have a chance to see and hear and understand your person, which is literally the next time you talk with them, ask them a question about themselves and really listen. If an argument comes up, stop yourself and be the one to try to understand it. It's hard to fight with someone who is on your side. Be that person.
What? It's over? Oh no, it's not. Did you like this episode? If so, there are 3 things that you can do right now to continue your journey. First, you can subscribe right here to my channel so I can keep sending you awesome videos on a weekly basis to keep transforming your life. Second, share this video with a friend who needs it right now. I make these videos for you in hopes that they'll help you. It's such an honor, and I'm grateful to you for sharing. Third, if you want even more great resources to show up, own your life, and find your way, plus some insights from me that I only get to share via email, then come on over to lacykirkland.com and make sure you sign up for my newsletter. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. Until then, move daily toward your purpose. Choose love over fear and believe that there is always a way, and you will find it. On your journey, leave people better than you found them. Play hard and love even harder. And know that in all things you have choice. And when you have choice, you have everything you need.